Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've got two more packages from Whatnot to open up and unbox and review for you guys. But first, let me start this video off by saying today the world lost an absolute legend. Ozzy Osbourne, better known as the Prince of Darkness, passed away today at the age of 76. A monumental figure for music in general, but specifically metal. Ozzy and Black Sabbath were pretty much the godfathers of what is now modern metal music, and I'm sure everybody knows who Ozzy is, and I'm sure everybody understands how significant of a loss this is. So, with that being said, live your life today. Party, raise some hell, do whatever you can. Turn on some Black Sabbath, turn on some Ozzy, listen to Crazy Train, listen to Iron Man, No More Tears, Paranoid, War Pigs, whatever you can, whatever you feel inclined to listen to and to do today. Just remember that Ozzy Osbourne is a legend, and unfortunately we have lost a legend today. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing and the diecast review. We've got two packages here, both from the pit stop, again on Whatnot. One of these contains a giveaway and a couple other cars. I'm not sure what's going to be in either box though. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to open this first box up. Hopefully this knife is okay. I was a little worried that the knife would be a little bit too dull, but it looks like we're making some progress. We're into the first package. And let's see what this one contains. All right, so we've got just another little pit stop kind of card. Thank you for your order. If you want to follow them on TikTok or Facebook, and there's their Whatnot and their logo. All right, so this, you might recall, I said a couple weeks ago on a diecast review that I entered what was a waffle, which is supposed to be like a raffle, and I was disappointed with it. I said I would never do it again. But unfortunately for me, I'm terrible at sticking to my word, and that's exactly what I went and did. Did it again, fell for it again. And I had my hopes up that maybe, just maybe, this would be a little bit better. In fact, it was a little bit worse. I am surprised to say, because I didn't really think it could get a whole lot worse. But this waffle, I lost, and he does send you stuff, but for $19, I don't necessarily feel like a Kyle Petty trading card and an Upper Deck checklist quite come out to $18. I feel like he could have put literally anything else in here, and I would have been okay with it. That being said, that will steer me clear of those waffles for a while. And I like the pit stop, don't get me wrong, but you're not really getting the deal. You're mainly just finding an alternative way to pay for a Lionel release. Matter of fact, I saw people paying $30 for a Connor Zilisch 1/64th scale. I like the pit stop, but it does kind of turn me off of them. I will say, if you're looking for newer cars, that's where you need to go. But if you're looking for the deals, MW suppliers can provide those deals. And if you are looking for something in specific, they will try to get it in. Pit stop is more, they're going to have it. You won't have to wait, more than likely. But you're still buying it at Lionel price, and if somebody else wants it, you are paying more than what it's worth. But enough of that little rant. Let's check out what we got. So in this first box, we got the Ross Chastain Busch Light Crocs car. I didn't necessarily go into the show expecting to pick this one up. I haven't really been looking for this one. It was more so, hey, that's a cool car. Let's bid on it. So I went ahead and did that and tried to get a couple other pieces. But again, once one person bids, if somebody else bids, you're paying more than Lionel price. You're paying more than you can get it on eBay. And I'm not going to do that. But I will say, though, this is a nice car. We got the Ross Chastain Busch Light Crocs. I wish that this would focus just a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So, Busch Light Crocs. You got the holes, kind of the darker circles on the hood to insinuate that it is a Croc. And I actually really wish I would have picked up some of these Busch Light Crocs when I had the opportunity to in stores. Because I just thought they were kind of awesome. But absolutely beautiful die-cast. Again, Trackhouse never misses with their paint schemes. Not as cool of a paint scheme as the Busch Light Retro Chastain car that I had on here last week. But again, nonetheless, a very nice paint scheme and a cool little piece for the Chastain part of the collection. So that is it for the first box. Now, the second box, I do believe, only has one car in it. And since I got the Chastain and the Waffle over with, I know what's in this box. So, as long as it's what I think it is, I actually won a giveaway for this. I'm very, very sorry about the lighting on here. I'm just struggling to figure this out. But again, I do know what this is. I won a giveaway for it, and I thought it was a pretty cool piece. And for free, you're going to take whatever you can get. But any RFK, specifically Chris Buescher fans out here, will think this is pretty cool. We got the 2024 Watkins Glen 164 scale race win. This is when Chris Buescher went head-to-head with SVG and actually came out on top, something that not a lot of drivers can say. Again, haven't really been looking for this one in the collection, just free giveaway, and this is what I got. So, I mean, I'm going to take it, absolutely. And it's a cool piece nonetheless, a race win. Let's kind of get a little look at it here. Sorry. Go ahead and see. I think that is supposed to be confetti on the top. Definitely not a whole lot of confetti, though. That's kind of interesting. You'd think a race win would have a lot more confetti, but that Tyler Reddick McDonald's car I had was a race win, too, and there's no confetti on that thing. But see a little tire mark right beside the number 17 here. Let's try to get this to focus back in again. Maybe not. Again, I'm trying here. You guys are gonna have to work with me. But a little bit of a tire mark on the door there, and on the other side we do also have another little tire mark and some kind of rough up points. And on the front here, we've got a little bit more rubber buildup, maybe, or I think, yeah, rubber buildup. Or maybe that's just a part of the scheme, because it's on the exact same spot on the other side too. But overall, not a bad paint scheme. And you gotta love the foil numbers. You see that nice shine these numbers get. That also was the case on the Chastain car. You kind of see that shining around right there. So I think the foil numbers are a really cool addition. No foil number on the roof, but on the sides, you can definitely see that thing sparkle. So, nothing too crazy today, nothing too big. I need to really control my spending habit. But if you want to help out and you want to give me money for whatever reason so I don't have to control my spending habit as much, feel free. If for some reason you'd want to, I can give you my Cash App. If you want to get on Whatnot, actually, I could drop my referral code, and whenever you complete your first purchase, we both get anywhere between $500 to $200 in credits to use on Whatnot. But yeah, I would recommend it. You can find a lot of good stuff on there, even if it's not NASCAR stuff. You can find anything on there. And a lot of the times you're getting a really good deal on it. But we got one more car coming sometime later this week, possibly next week. Again, nothing too big, just a 164, but I'll leave you guessing as to what that is. And we will go ahead and wait for that to come. That'll be the next Diecast review. Might have more videos throughout the week, you know, just something depending on whatever happens in the sport or in the world. But that's all for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you saw these pieces and decided, hey, that's pretty cool. I might have to pick one of those up myself. I would definitely recommend, especially the Chastain car. But that's it for this video. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne, a true legend. And everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.